Hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started as always, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth a few times. Let's get into our Philip Light Qi Gong sequence. So we'll rub the hands together. Separate. Inhales, we move in. Exhales, we move out. Go with your breath. Inhaling, moving in. Exhaling, moving out. Okay, we'll take the hands, place them over the eyes. Long, deep breaths. We can imagine lighting up the eyes, the brain. Feel the top of the palm on the eyebrow bone, the bottom of the palm on the cheekbone, and make circles. Change direction. Sweep down the sides of the forehead and rub the temples. Something a little different. So down the sides of the forehead, rub the temples. 2 more. Okay, now our usual, up the sides of the nose, down the sides of the face, and get the ears too. Do a few. Okay, let's charge up the hands again. Once again, separate. Inhales, we move in. Exhales, we move out. Go with your breath. Head massage. Base of the skull. And pinch out the back of the neck, working all the way down into the shoulder line. Okay, so we'll do a little slap and pull. Slap and pull. Okay, and the same concept, but with that kind of thick muscle at the base of the neck, you can kind of grab it and then pull. Perfect. Upper chest circle. Sternum. Belly. Work down the legs, get those knees. For the shins, we can make a C shape, squeeze as we go down, and loosely come up. Cat pose. backs of the knees, backs of the thighs, and then just warm up the low back and kidneys. Okay, our lung channel massage. So we go under the collarbone, have the palm facing forward until we hit the shoulder bone. We go down a little, find our lung one, do a massage. Work up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb, turn down. Tip of the index, come up in between. Inhale as we cross, nourishing the internal organs. Exhale, brush away. Other side. So palm faces forward, under the collarbone. We hit the shoulder bone, move down a little. Massage. Up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb. Turn down, tip of the index. Come up in between. Inhale as we nourish. Exhale, brush away. Whole massage, gently tapping down the front body, up the back body, low back and kidneys, lung channel. Flip the hand, large intestine channel, and across, other side. Flip the hand, come up, and across. Okay, a little extra tapping before we do the rest of our warm-ups. Let's lift one arm up. You can kind of just hang out here, or you can do like a little side bend as you like. And we'll just tap like from the armpit down to the side ribs. So you can use an open hand, or you could use a loose fist, or you could use a choppy hand if you prefer. So you can kind of play around, see which one you like better. And if you find a spot that's a little tender or feels a little tough, you can spend a bit of extra time there. Okay, now from the elbow, we'll just sweep. Perfect. Let's switch sides. So either cupped hand or a loose fist or a choppy hand. So using the index side of the hand, having the thumb tucked in. And again, if you find a spot that's a little sore or tough or whatever, and you want to spend more time there, go right ahead. Okay, from the elbow, sweep. Perfect. Okay, our usual warm-ups. Feet come together. We remind ourselves of the aura meditation. So each inhale, we take in fresh energy through the crown of the head. Each exhale, we release, letting go out through the fingertips, the tips of the toes, the pores of the skin. We can imagine the space around us, our auras, getting a little bigger and a little brighter as we push out all the things we no longer need, all the unwanted energy, whatever that may be. And I usually only mention it now, but that's the case for all of our exercises. We're inhaling, taking in fresh energy, exhaling, letting go. Okay, shoulders back and down, in, out, one ear towards one shoulder, and we let ourselves hang. In center, out, other side. In center, do a few more rounds, follow your own breath. And if ever you want to take some extra breath somewhere, please feel free. So we're here to listen to our bodies. Okay, once we come back to center, we'll stay. Let's open up the feet into a horse stance. Knees are bent, open up the arms. Hands about shoulder level. And we'll do our twists. So we inhale, fill up. Exhale, rotate from the waist. In, back to center. Out, other side. In, center. And again, do a couple more rounds on our own. Okay, come back to center. Keep the horse stance. Warm up the hands. Warm up the back. Hands above the kidneys. Knees are bent. Circle those hips. So we can inhale as we circle back. Exhale as we circle forward. If you want to add another layer, with those exhales from the hands, we can imagine like charging up the kidneys. So as we inhale, we're gathering fresh energy. As we exhale, we're giving it to the kidneys. Change direction. Okay, back to center. The feet come together. Let's massage those knees, sending our love and appreciation. And we'll do our knee rotation. So hands on the knees, and we rotate to whatever degree is comfortable. Other direction. Okay, give ourselves a little shake. Getting ready to start our 8 health investment exercises. Okay, so we plant the feet somewhere underneath the hips. Knees are soft. Let's inhale, gather up some earth chi. Exhale, open up and let go. Inhale, palms up overhead. Collecting fresh energy. Exhale, turn the palms down, giving it to ourselves. Inhale, chest level. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale into the palms. Exhale, press down. So this is called low cleansing, and it's to release any disturbed energy. We'll do one more. Inhale, gather up that earth chi. Exhale, release. Inhale, palms up overhead. Exhale, turn the palms down. Inhale, chest level. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale into the palms. And as we push down, we're giving ourselves energy, storing some for later. And then when we drop the fingertips, we're also letting go any unwanted stuff. How about one more time? Inhale, gather that earth chi, bring it up to the chest. Exhale, open up and let go, let go, let go, let go. Inhale, palms up overhead. Exhale, turn the palms down. Inhale, chest level. Exhale, elbows back. Inhale into the palms. Exhale, press down. Okay, draw the bow. We open up the feet, cross the arms. So it's like we're gathering energy, giving it to ourselves. We turn to one side, look at the palm. As we exhale, we turn the palm out, press, letting go, letting go, letting go. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Other side, in, out. In, bend, out. Another round, switching sides. In, cross, out. In, out. Switch sides, in, out. In, out. Last round, in, gather. Out. In, out. Last one, in, out. In, out. Gather in, step the feet all the way together. Press down. Okay, this one's my favorite for stretching the spine and for regulating the emotions. So we inhale about chest level. Exhale, we press up and down. So the top palm presses up, bottom palm presses down. The fingers and the head all point in the same direction. Inhale, sweep the palms. And stretch up and down the head and fingers in the same direction. Top palm up, bottom palm down. Inhale, gather in. Exhale, press down. Other side, in. Out, stretch up and down. Touching heavenly cloud. In, sweep the palms. Out, stretch. In, gather in. Out, press down. Okay, open up the feet. In this exercise and the next, we'll imagine as we exhale that we're releasing down into the earth from the perineum. Shoulders back and down. We use our eyes. Inhale, fill up. Oh, one more thing. A little space under the armpits. So we don't want to trap the energy. So my teacher calls it a lemon space. Like you're holding little lemons under the armpits. Not our freaky big ones, just normal small lemons. Okay, so inhale, fill up. Exhale, look over the shoulder. Inhale, center, filling out. Exhale, other way. Inhale, hands on the kidneys. Exhale, over the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hands in front of the chest. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, gather in. Exhale, press down. Perfect. Inhale, interlace. Exhale, overhead. Inhale, palms up and on the toes as best we can. Exhale, palms down. In. Out to the side. Releasing into the earth. In. Out. In. Gather in. Out. Heels come down. Hands come down. Okay, we open up the feet. Cross the arms. Gentle fists come to the hips. Inhale, cross in from the lower body. And it's like we're just brushing away any blockages, any disturbances, whatever it may be. This whole exercise is to move energy into the higher centers. So we cross again, come to the hips. Turn the head. Inhale as the fist comes up. Exhale, punch. Rotate the wrist back to center. Turn the head. Inhale the fist up. Exhale, punch. Rotate the wrist, come back to center. Take a full breath. Cross again in front of the lower body. Exhale, brush away. Inhale from the chest. Exhale, hips. Inhale from the chest. Step in. Back up the elbows. Press down. Okay, now we rotate the wrists. Knees are bent, elbows are bent. Inhale here. Exhale, stretch through the arms, the legs, and the spine. Inhale, palms up. Exhale from the belly. Inhale from the chest. Exhale overhead. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. All right, so we'll lift each toe. We can grab it with the fingers or just lift the toe by itself if we can't grab it. I'll name the toe and its associated meridians, and we'll just lift on our own exhalations. So the big toe, liver and spleen. Second toe, stomach. Third toe, stomach. Fourth toe, gallbladder. Fifth toe, urinary bladder. Okay, hang loosely. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. When you're ready, roll up. Hands come to the back, lean back. Okay. Coming into our last health investment exercise. This one's to collect spiritual energy. So we inhale, gather up, come to the chest. Exhale, open up and let go. Inhale, third eye, collecting fresh energy. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, open up. Inhale, third eye. Exhale to the side, palms up. Inhale, heart. Exhale, open. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, heart. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, open. Inhale, third eye. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, gather in. Exhale, press down. Let's place the hands on the lower dantian. So about 2 inches below the belly button. And just notice how the breath is moving. Okay, Qigong for hormones. We inhale here. Exhale, drop the hands. Inhale, chest level. Exhale, the backs of the hands and the elbows move forward as we let go. Make cups with the hands. Inhale to the hips. Exhale, stretch back. We can flatten the hands. Inhale back to the hips. Exhale forward. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, third eye. Exhale in front of the chest. Make the cups. Inhale to the hips. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, hips. Exhale, forward. Turn the hands. It's like we're going around a big ball. We'll take a full breath in and out. When you're ready, inhale back to the third eye. Exhale, press. Inhale, third eye. And so let's take another inhale, gather in. Exhale, press down. Okay, push hands. So we'll inhale, gather energy into the lower dantian, so the lower energy base. Exhale, press the hands forward. Letting go. 2 more like this. And now we'll add a sound as we put the hands out, and if it's comfortable, a little jump forward. 2 more. And now 3 smooth, just letting the energy flow. Let's do 2 more. Okay, gather in, press down. Let's scoop up a big handful of energy and give it to the lower dantian. Twice more. Okay, step the feet together and we close with a bow. Hands come to prayer. We fold, paying respect to all beings, praying for world peace, and promoting unconditional love. Come out of it when you're ready and press down. So we can close by clapping. So with flat hands, loud and hard. I do it more quietly because I don't want the sound to bother you. So cheering for ourselves, each other, and activating all the meridians through the hands. Perfect. Okay, let's make our way down to the mat. Let's take a strap with us or something to use as a strap. So it could be a scarf, a belt, whatever. And let's start seated. We'll start with our seated twist before we make our way onto the back. So come on down any way you like. Before we do the twist, let's do our head turns. We usually do this at the end, but why not throw it in now? So sitting any way that's comfortable. You can absolutely sit on a stack of blankets or 2 blocks or a bolster or even a chair. Ideally, we want the knees to be lower than the iliac crest. Okay, so one hand on one knee, the other hand on top of the hand. We inhale, head towards the hands. Exhale, look over the shoulder. So using our eyes, actually looking over the shoulder. So we'll go with our breath, inhaling towards the hands, exhaling over the shoulder. Look as far as you can over the shoulder. A few more. Okay, come back to center. Bring the hands in front. And we'll just do like a little forward bend as much as is comfortable, keeping the spine long. So we inhale, lengthen through the spine. And we exhale, walk the fingertips forward. And we'll just take it breath by breath for about 5. If it's comfortable, you can keep walking the fingertips forward. I know you're losing my hands, but they're there. Okay, when you're ready, walk back. Now let's change the cross of the legs. Whatever leg is in the front, put it in the back. And it might not be as comfortable. That's normal. You can adjust what you're sitting on if that helps. And if it's really not comfortable, just sit in your comfortable way. Okay, head turns to the other side. So hand on the other knee, hand on top of the head. We inhale, head towards the hands. Exhale, over the shoulder. Go with your breath. A few more. Okay, come back to center. And And this time we'll just sit with ourselves about 5 breaths. Okay, we'll make our way into our seated twists. It's also a good moment if you have socks, you might want to put them on. And anything else to keep you warm and cozy if you have any extra clothing. And after our twists, we'll come down onto the back. So if you have any props that you like for relaxation, or again, blankets or anything, just kind of grab it, have it really close by. So once we're lying down, you don't have to get up again. Okay. So let's do the version with one leg extended, the other leg bent either inside or outside the bottom leg. Interlace around the knee. We'll start here, just a few breaths. Get the spine as long as you can. Okay, keep the bottom leg engaged. Pull the toes towards you. And when you're ready, twist towards the bent leg. Come back to center. Pick up the bent leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Okay, foot goes inside the thigh, leg stays bent. We'll grab our strap and just put it around the foot. So if you don't have a strap, you don't need one to do this. If you have a strap and a block and you like that variation with a block in front of the foot and the strap around the block, you can do that one. Or you can just have the strap around the foot. So it's just to help us into our forward bend. Okay, so first thing first, try to line up the breastbone over the leg. So we're twisting towards the leg slightly. And we'll inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, little tilt. And maybe we can walk the fingers up the strap. So we'll just take a few breaths, going our own way. Each inhale, we get a little longer. Each exhale, we tilt. 2 more. Okay, come out of it. And let's switch the legs for our twist. So bent leg either inside or outside. We start interlaced around the knee, a few breaths here, sitting nice and tall. When you're ready, take it into the twist. Long, deep breaths. Come back to center. Pick up the leg, give it a rock. Circle. Other direction. Foot inside the thigh. Grab the strap if you want to use it around the foot. So first things first, move the sternum over the leg. So it's like a slight rotation towards the long leg. And then when you're lined up, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt, if that feels good. And I should have mentioned on the other side, but if you have any kind of disc herniation or slip disc, just stay upright and don't do the forward tilt. Okay, come out of it when you're ready. Then we'll make our way down onto the back. So you come down any way that feels good for you. And once we make it down to the back, let's stretch the legs up. And if it's comfortable, we can have the strap around the feet. Okay, so we'll push up through the heels, down through our imaginary back pockets. And when we do that, maybe we can feel a little more space created behind the low back. That's great. We want that. And then like the thigh bones through the hamstrings. Just take another 3 breaths or so. Hopefully your strap is long enough that your elbows can just be kind of resting on the floor. Okay, take one leg out of the strap, put it on the floor. Lift up the arms. So we want the strap long enough that we can have the leg extended and the arms straight. We'll just kind of move like marionettes, inhaling up, exhaling towards the floor, leg towards the floor. Of course, just within a comfortable range of motion. Okay, next time the leg comes up, we keep it up. So again, we press up through the heel, down through the back pocket, forward through the hamstring, and then we'll add an internal rotation. So point the toes towards the opposite shoulder. And now, if it's comfortable, we can gently walk the fingers up the strap and invite the leg a little closer to the torso. But try to keep the space behind the low back. Okay, come back to center. Sneak the other foot into the strap. And take a few breaths, pressing up, down, and through the hamstring, both legs. Okay, let's sneak out the other leg. Lift up the arms. And inhale towards the head. Exhale towards the floor. Just within a comfortable range of motion. Okay, the next time the leg comes up, bring those elbows down to the floor. Press up through the heel, down through the back pocket, forward through the hamstring. Notice if you have that little space behind the low back. I'll try to keep that space. If you don't notice the space, you could try moving your leg a little closer to the floor. And then you just come as close as you can to the torso while keeping the space. Okay, internally rotate the leg, so point the toes to the opposite shoulder. And then if you like, walk the fingers up the strap, inviting the leg a little closer to the torso. Let's go with our breath. Okay, come out of it. Let's bring knees to chest and go into any version of twists that we like. Okay, come back to center. Set yourself up for relaxation. So I'll do my usual knees bent, the feet open about the width of the mat, knees leaning one into the other. You can place yourself in any way that's comfortable and stay as warm as you can. So please feel free to use blankets and any props you might have. If you want the legs supported, that's really nice for the back. Let's let ourselves let everything As you feel ready, start to wake the body, mind, and fighting movement once it feels good. Eventually giving ourselves a full body stretch. Knees to chest. We'll do a few double knee tucks. So inhale the knees away, exhale into the chest. Okay, we can rock side to side. And eventually all the way to one side. And with the strength of the arms, press up. Make our way into any comfortable seated position. We'll just take a little moment with ourselves before we close. So maybe a hand on the chest, hand on the belly. Perhaps tapping into a feeling of gratitude. When you feel ready, we can close with a bow. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you've enjoyed your practice, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. So I'll have a new video up for you Monday morning. As always, you'll get it in the email. And then I'll see you Thursday over on Google Meet and Friday back here on YouTube. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Have an amazing weekend and take care. Bye.